PD. Y'all supposed to run in y'all mouth.
Yo, PD, what's up? What's up with your shades on? What happened? You looking like Little King. What's happening? Yeah, said Little King. What's up, Little King?
Oh, we trying to say this is new?
Yo, y'all gonna find out that I razz on PD every trip, like the whole trip, the whole time. Yo, oh man, I gotta check his shirt. I did your shirt is the only shirt I didn't check.
Oh no, they hope they ain't spell it wrong.
Oh no.
They hope they ain't spell it wrong.
Lord Petty. Oh, you got ambidextrous face. You got bipolar face.
Oh, come on, King. Start the show.
He should have been started because this is gold. Stop playing. Yeah, good. So let it fly.
All right. Oh yeah, I see that.
Oh well, listen, man. I see you're gonna learn the deal with hosting that you put the best last. But okay.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's what this is. Oh, that's what I do. Oh yeah.
Yo, Barry Bonds batted cleanup, bro. All right, but
I'm stealing bases and I'm setting you.
Yeah, I'm not Derek Jeter. I'm not Derek Jeter. Listen, y'all didn't get it right. I said the best goes last. Who's last on Iron Lord's podcast? Who's last?
Oh, now you trying to flip it back. Okay, I see what we doing. You know, intro you, but it's cool.
Listen, do the science and y'all see who's last.
That was smooth. That was smooth how you flipped that. I like that.
You like that, right? You like that, right? I'm swift with it. Fast, man. Got to be quicker than that. Anyway, yo, so yesterday I picked up the shirts. And if anybody sees us at any of these shows, you understand there's a uniform that we have. All right, we move like the military. We come through like special ops. And last year, what I didn't like was dudes thought we was the enforcers.
Yes.
Remember that? Yeah, everybody coming up to me, excuse me, where's Booth 8? Bro. Don't do that again. Like, don't ask me where Buffet is again. And I'm pretty sure all the Lords got that same level of treatment because of the red shirts. So this year, I decided to do something absolutely, completely different. I threw the playbook out the window and I sat down with the t-shirt guy. Now, everybody thinks this is a little t-shirt operation and he's in there pressing them by hand by himself. No. He's a large corporation, but he's a family-owned business that he's been doing it for years. It's called Contees, Contee. Contees. And, you know, they're located in Mount Vernon, New York. Google it, look it up if you want great work done. These shirts last the test of time. And what he does is we sit down, I show him the designs, what I'm going through, and we craft something up that's pretty nice for what we're going to be doing. And he actually follows and he looks and he watches stuff. So I explained to him this year, because he was like, your order is kind of larger than normal. I said, well, this year we have all of our writers showing up, right? And I showed him the website and he was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, it's really a big thing. And we take pride in the fact that our writers come from all over the world to cover games. And it's a huge sense of pride when I talk about you guys, is because you don't wait for news to come to you. You're individuals that are traveling, taking times out of your lives, be it with family, be it from work, be it from everything else that you're doing, and you're going to get news. and everybody should be going to lordsofgaming.net because big industries are not giving us news. Our writers is going to get news. Gene has been boots on the ground forever, right? And I can't say it enough because he's at every event, and I'm pretty sure, taken from a girlfriend or something like that. Not saying anybody else. PD does the same exact thing. Every event, PD is holding camera. PD is directing. PD has learned the art of the shot, and that's very hard to do if you're sitting at home on your keyboard, right? You're not going to learn these skills that you're going to need in the field, especially interviewing skills, taking note skills. And these guys are the best in the class, and they're learning their craft daily. So I got to I couldn't be late today. I came ready to give y'all your props and respect, because y'all are due diligent in the chat. I see everything that y'all doing, and I'm more hyped this year than any other year. So I was doing my part on the marketing aspect of making sure that you guys look the best that you're gonna look. People will notice you. You're not going to be mistaken for enforcers. You are going to be represented 100%. And every day is going to be the best day, because each shirt is not, sometimes you look at a shirt and you're like, this is a throwaway shirt, so we're going to do this the first day. Nah, you're going to look at the shirts and be like, man, you're going to fight for one of those shirts to be that first day. All right. So I'm super excited for you guys. I'm so happy that we're getting up there. And I know PAX looks a little light, but it's not exactly the big names you see as the gems that we go to get. What people don't understand is there. So that being said, I'll let somebody else take the floor. But I just wanted to salute you guys and tell you I totally respect each and every last one of you guys' commitment all year round on the website, and the fact that you guys are showing up to these events. That's a completely different thing from a lot of people this weekend my grandmother's coming in and I got to watch the poodle. You guys are putting life to the side to make your gaming passions come true. And if anybody's looking at these guys and y'all want to poach them, it's a 10% commission free to me. No, but I love these guys. I really do. And I know it's blow-baiting, but I really love these guys a lot. And these guys mean a lot to us. LordsofGaming.net. I think y'all should be higher than IGN, to be honest with you. And we're going to get this channel popping. So whatever I can do to help you guys, I'm going to be there to do that.
Well, I'll be the first person to say, and I appreciate, everything that you do and everything that you also partake into what you do for PAX East. So don't, and just in PAX in general, don't think that it's just all us. I mean, we appreciate everything that, you bring, King, to helping us. And, I can't tell you how much I've learned also from yourself, from going to be there. So, I think that that's one of the most enjoyable things. Not only do we all learn from each other on certain aspects of things, so like we all learn from each other, we all learn from the developers, we all learn from a lot of things. And I'm fully in agreement with you. I think that PAX East, there is a lot more developers this year than before, and I think that is the main thing that I could say that I appreciate, and I'm so happy that the rest of, the writers are able to come this year. Because every single year, I feel like it's only been like 5 or 6 of us that have gone. And now, what is it? I think it's like 12 of us that are going. So, I mean, we're going to be able to do so much more coverage. And that doesn't even include a lot of the people that aren't going to be able to show, that are going to be backing us up from their homes. We're going to be able to do the floor coverage. We're going to be able to work hard and do that. We're going to be able to get that stuff there. We're going to be able to push stuff to the people that are going to be home. Those guys are going to be able to cover the stuff that, that we're able to, not be able to take care of. And I love that fact. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of them for being there. So it is fantastic. And I can't wait either. So, I just wanted to say thank you very much for that. So, Flame, we know this is going to be your first PAX East that you are going to. What are you excited to see?
Well, first and foremost, on Friday, Warframe's going to have their own PAX East event, and it feels like the stars kind of aligning considering everything I do on the site. But honestly, there's a lot of cool stuff that I was just looking through whenever You told me to go to the Trello board. It's like a lot of good indie games, especially one called Sanctuary Shattered Flames. I think Chris put up there.
Mhm.
Yes,
It reminds me
yes.
so much of Halo Wars. Looks so incredible. I can't wait to see that at the show.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that game is going to be great to see, and if I recall, that studio isn't too big either, and I think that we're going to be ending up seeing a lot of really fun things. So, have you heard of anything that is going to be coming from the Warframe panel? Because it's the panel is what you're specifically
And you
excited
are
for.
Lord Warframe.
You are, yeah, you are Lord Warframe.
I mean, aside from everything that they've said, Warframe 1999 teaser, which is their next big expansion, they're gonna have Lord Benstar there, the voice of
for Final Fantasy 16?
Yep.
Yes, let's
Yeah,
go.
oh, that's the man right there.
Yeah.
That's the man.
We're gonna have to
He
call
sold
her.
me on that demo at the end. I was like, oh, I got to buy this.
Yeah,
I
finally
felt
he can
that
get you
one.
into the other one that he's also a part of. But okay.
Exciting. Well, I'm happy to hear that. So,
Yep.
so Ham, what about you? You are another person that's going to be coming for the first time. What are you excited
Solo.
to kind of see?
Man, so I mean, I'm pretty dang excited to check out a couple of these things that I've marked down on to the Trello calendar. So obviously, like Phantom Fury, I had that marked down. That game looks nuts. It looks pretty hot. I actually wanted to dig back into the childhood because I do like nostalgia and stuff like that. I seen Rugrats Adventure up in there, and
Right?
I was like, yeah,
I saw you highlight that one. I said,
When I saw that pop up, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to say, when I saw that pop up, I was just like, the inner kid in me was just like, I cannot wait to see this and see, little Tommy running around. Little, was it Rexar, if I recall? Is that the dinosaur? Reptar, yes, running around. I want to see, whatever they're going to be doing with that. So,
you gotta get the Reptar bar, man.
Yeah,
Reptar bar. But yeah. Those were extremely hot back when I was a kid, and like, I didn't look too far into the game, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of like the old Mickey Mouse games.
Yeah,
like the 2D
Castle of
Mickey.
Illusion?
Yes.
what y'all know about that?
Yes. Yeah, the old Sega joints.
Classic
right there,
Genesis
right?
joint. I can feel the cover right there.
right.
So yeah, I'm into that old school type of stuff if you can kind of see. But anyways, the most exciting thing I am looking forward to is just seeing my guys live. Like, shaking hands,
Kissing
with
babies.
y'all. Hey, yeah. Giving that good old hug, and all that shit. Yeah, man, I'm excited for real for that. Meeting up with you guys. I've interviewed several of y'all. I'm looking to interview several more of you guys I'm seeing around here. So I'm definitely happy to just kind of expand outside of my game room. So that sounds great.
Plot twist. This year, each and every last one of you guys are going to get 5 minutes with the king because I got a new interview series that I'm going to be debuting this week at PAX East. So everybody is going to get interviewed. We're going to talk about some stuff, and we're going to dig into a lot of things, a lot of different things. We're going to put a smile on people's faces, and we're going to get a better understanding of our, how can we say it, favorite content creators, favorite writers, why do you like Warframe? Stuff like that. Stuff questions is gonna go, and then we're gonna get into it. But I just want you to know, be ready to be the tables flipped on you, Ham Solo. Because this time I'm gonna put the mic in your face. Pause.
Yeah, I ain't mad about it. I'm pretty excited. And the last thing I just wanted to say before, before I let this keep pushing, is I'm also really excited just to kind of be such a kind of a green thumb in this whole experience, knowing my place as somebody that has never been there before, does not know what to do, what to expect, how to record, how to really interact. I know how to conduct myself as a professional, sure, but as this, I feel like I'm like needing somebody's hand, to cross the street right now.
Got you.
So I'm gonna be, kind of like, watching you guys with a fine-tooth comb and whatnot, and just trying to pick up as much knowledge as I can, not acting like I know anything.
What I'm gonna tell you is just make sure you don't pick up any of our habits after we leave the convention center.
Might come back.
While we there,
people more than ever. King.
My wife tells me that I need like a week of detox from you guys until I turn normal.
Lord.
Yeah, he comes back with too much testosterone.
Oh my god!
Like, your woman didn't I say? What? Wait a second. That's too much of king in you. You got to go inside the room. Go detox.
No. My wife knows exactly how that is.
Yeah,
we don't live nowhere. We don't live nowhere near my like family and friends and whatnot. So when I go and kick it with them for like a week or two, and then I come back home, she's like, "You need to change back. You need to change back to the person because I can't handle you. You acting like when you was hanging out with your friends and whatnot. The way you talking, the way you moving is just not right. It ain't looking so daddy-like. You need to look like daddy."
He's scraping and scrounging, daddy.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
This is how it's gonna be when y'all out there. Just for the record, y'all gonna get this.
You hit me with that Diddy joint right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Take that. You want party?
Hopefully there's no glizzies there.
Yo, listen.
Listen, Ron Kelly ain't coming.
I'm telling you right now, Addict gonna be there.
It's the game.
Right? So Addict gonna be there with them glizzies, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. When you get there and you see the stand, he gonna look at the stand. He gonna see the shortest line because the shortest line is always the hot dog stand. And he gonna be over there. He gonna be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go cop this glizzy." Don't sit next to me, bro.
Quarter pound all beef.
That says you not gonna shame me for what I used to do. Things I do.
Oh boy,
Man, this Isle Peak crossover is wild.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, freak offs. Hey, no, I'm just joking.
my God.
Just joking.
Definitely not going down at Pax.
Don't think that happens. That don't
Whatever
happen.
you do in your
parties.
hotel room is your business.
Exactly.
It's not on camera.
Oh, God.
Yes. Whatever you do in your
Like
hotel
Kevin
room.
Hart holding the mic right now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You tell them, when you enter the room and you say, put your phone in the basket. Oh no! Oh no!
I didn't know this is what it meant to be a scribe. Scribe of the realm.
So you want to be scribe of the month?
No.
I'm just trying to survive, bro.
oh man.
Yo, Flame said, hold up.
I really like what you did with that article.
Should I rip up my LSM?
There's no grooming. There's no grooming. LordsofGaming.net.
So who's gonna conduct these interviews?
It's not how this goes. Not how this goes. Just for the record, y'all.
Nah, bro, we gonna have a good time.
Pause.
I don't know what's behind the scenes.
I don't know where your mind went with that one. But I'm talking about you're gonna see what true camaraderie is, and Chris can attest to this. Chris is not here right now, but my biggest take back from last year was when Chris came through.
Yeah, C Unit.
Yes, and he couldn't put C Unit on the back of his shirt because it looks like something else, and he don't want to be called. He don't want to be called Lord. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it looks crazy. So we saved him from himself.
And there's always like these. Every year we go to, there's always this one or two interviews where we had no idea that it's going to happen. I remember one of the first years we went with Lord MJ, and he got us that interview.
Oh,
Days
Gone. Yeah, Ben
Days
Studio.
Gone. Oh man, and like I don't know how it happened. I don't know what he did, but we got in there. We were able to do that amazing interview. The next year, Gene, he got his name Magic. Like, yes. I don't remember what interview.
Magic
Man.
Like,
I think one of his highlights was this was right when we were looking at the Trello at the time.
You talking about Falcon?
Oh, no,
that Falcon
Fall
game?
Guys.
Fall Guys.
Oh, Fall Guys.
And he's like, Cog, I'm telling you. And I'm like, this? I'm telling you. And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Got it there. That thing ended up becoming a sensation and it debuted at PAX East. And he's got an eye for those even when we go, Petey, when we go to Play NYC, shout out to Dan Butchko and the team and over there. Yeah. But yeah, man, like he's got an eye for something that could be potentially great. And he that's why we call him Max. We just leave him alone. He wears a little blazer. He goes to the devs on his own. He's making this thing happen. And a lot of times those games end up being really special.
What do they end up? What do those people end up calling him? Do they call him? Do they call him like the boss? Or I
forgot. We just go bad G, but I forgot what they called.
Yeah, I forgot what they ended up calling him. But they call him something special because he walks around wearing a blazer, and we're just we're just us. So
just us.
Yes. I call him the Magic Man, Magic Gene. Yeah. And the reason how he got that name, I know everybody says here like, yo, why are you gonna call this man the Magic Man? All right. One year we was at the Predator party, and he was like, yo, I gotta go to
it was like a Polish developer
Polish
party,
party, and he had to go do that. And he sends a picture. He said, "Yo, this is what it is over here."
Yeah,
I said they have waitresses and waiters walking around giving us food. You know, half size glizzies on a stick for Attic, and they was giving Attic because I know what I'm talking about. But you know, for real, always. So they was handing out all types of stuff, and I can't really eat everything. So because I'm pescatarian. Bro, tell me why they had pescatarian service there. Yeah, and we had the free drinks that was going on, and our family out there, our Boston family out there showed me the hustle, but the party was jumping. I told that to Gene. I kid you not. I turned around like 5 minutes later. He's standing right next to me. I said, how the hell you did that? And from that moment on, he has been Magic Gene. Anytime I said I'm going to go someplace, he literally pops up like he's Nightcrawler. So I'm like, I don't know what type of teleportation device that you have, bro, but I respect his hustle. He is always on the scene. And we've done a lot of things like Gene, myself, and Sovereign or whatever as far as interviews go. But Gene has, I'm telling you, he has a knack and an eye for things, and Gene has been spot on. He was on spot on with that Falcon game. Remember that game where the polygons, it was cell shaded polygons, and it looked like the Falconeer.
Yes.
And that game launching in Game Pass, and then we were talking to the creator, the owner, everything. He told us how he made the game, and Gene, that article is still up. Gene got the best questions out of this dude.
Yeah, he's a great interviewer.
It was so phenomenal to watch him work, because I didn't get a chance. I've never got a chance to see him work. I've always read his work, but I never got a chance to actually see him work. And I said, yo, he's a master of his craft. Yeah. And I'm watching him sit down and do it, and he's taking notes like an old school beat.
Yeah, like a beat before that. Yeah. That's what he's like.
It's everybody has a different flavor. Now, this is what I want from you guys this year. Find your flavor. Find your lane. If you take your notes down on your phone, so what? If you memorize your stuff, so what? However you do it, be mindful to hone that skill. And if you see something, don't worry about the Trello unless you got an interview that's right there. But if you see something, say, okay, I got a meeting right now, like 15, but go over to them. Make sure that you make contact and say, listen, I'm going to be right back. Your game is so impressive to me that I want to know, I don't have you scheduled, but I do want to know if I can talk to somebody here, if we can have a representative, and I do want to cover your game. And then also give them your business card. This is the main thing that you got to make sure that you have. So I don't know if this year that y'all got some business cards or whatever.
I got extras as well. Fair.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah. Well, we should be fine.
Yeah, you make sure that your badge is showing, that they see that you're media, because you're going to get a different reaction. All right, because
it's Hollywood. It's very VIP-ish when they see.
They're going to see it and they're going to be like, oh, he puts in the work. This guy is here to help us. And you're going to have a different reaction than the other people. And that business card shows your level of commitment to your craft. That is your introduction in. Always lead with it, and always, make sure, like, if you see somebody else, like sometimes you're going to see the owner of the company there. If you can get that interview, that interview speaks more than anything else, because that interview is going to make sure that whatever the full slate is that they have all year round, you're going to be getting emails about it, and you're going to have constant work. And that's when you're going to start building up your Rolodex. Next week is going to be the start. That's right, media.
They say they see that. They act different. They act different.
They
completely
They
different.
act different when they see that. Just to be clear.
Next week is going to be the start of your Rolodex, because you're going to have cards and business contacts. You're going to be making business contacts. Yeah.
Oh, I still keep mine still. Y'all got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I got all of mine,
Mhm.
because it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Don't undersell yourself.
Like a medal.
Yeah, don't undersell yourself. You are media. You are the top of the top. All right. So when you walk in there, and they're gonna see you as that, so you carry yourself that way. You have that confidence within yourself. You write. You're living your dream. This is your dream that you're doing right now. This is your passion. So make sure that you let that be shown. Don't be afraid to be exuberant about something. Don't be afraid to be like, man, I've been following this for a while, and I just want to know the intricacies with certain things. They love to see that passion, because unbeknownst to you, inside their heart, they're feeling the same way. And we used to give out shirts when we had so much to those people that showed that passion for their product. We hand out the shirt to them, and when you see their face light up. They're wearing the shirt. They're understanding that this guy cared so much about my stuff. He gave something to me, because everybody's trying to get something from them. What you going to give to them, that type of thing. So understand, I cannot wait, because I love the smiles on people's faces. I'm just super happy right now, because we're getting closer to the event. I know I was a little monotone earlier, like a month ago. Now we're getting close to the event. Now it's showtime, baby. Lights, cameras, action is on.
Ooh. Yeah, I will say that there's a couple of people that I will say, when you go and you see them and they know you, it's like seeing Rick Lagnezy. Yeah. Every single time we see him in an event, or even talking to him after the fact, awesome. Toby from Warhorse Studios, those are two guys that I can say that I can't talk or praise enough. And if I'm pretty dang sure those guys got ILP shirts, names on the back, because those guys have been so close to us and have been grooving with us for so long. So it's awesome. It really is. Rob, Lord Sonic, if you will. What from the Chillo board, from what you saw, what can you say? What kind of events did you see that you were kind of excited to bring in?
Well, what I picked out were, I have it in front of me right now. There's a roguelite platformer from Midwest Games. And once I saw my whole thing is, I like platformers and like music-based stuff. So once I saw when I saw platformer and music, I just picked them.
Yeah,
And,
I have an eye on that one. Yep.
And I also saw sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Crimson with a K and Fretless, and both are like rhythm-based like experiences. One's a platformer and one is an RPG. And my mind instantly went, Hi-Fi Rush and gave you guys the energy to go ahead with stuff like this.
Yeah.
And that was like, I'm really curious to see how you take what they did with Hi-Fi Rush was they basically took music and rhythm and applied that to like a DMC like experience. How do you do that with a platformer and an RPG? So that's why I picked those two. And the other one I picked is a hand animated JRPG from PM Studios. And I love animation, and some like the Rayman games come to mind specifically of how good they're amazing. The origins and legends of how they have hand animated they mix 2D animation and 2D platforming, and it's done so well. And it's not 2D animated, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Ori games kind of channel that same kind of energy too. So anything like that piques my interest.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what I've noticed over the past couple of years from PAX is that they've brought a lot of platformers into like kind of like they've started growing the platformer, I would say, genre more, because that's what I've kind of like. I felt like after seeing, oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. There's Digital Devolver has one really large platform.
Oh, you talk about the Gunbrella? Gunbrella was dope to me.
That was dope too.
Yeah,
That
I
was
love
really good.
Gunbrella. They had Devolver's Devolver Studios had so many different genre types, but I saw the rise of the beat 'em ups coming back. That intrigued me the most because I'm a huge Neo Geo fan, and the majority of the Neo Geo games are side scrolling beat 'em ups, if not fighters themselves. So also, they had a lot of takes on popular Nintendo franchises with different spins on it. Like they had this one game, like I forgot what his name was, but he looked like Wario, and he was really angry all the time, and it was like Dynamite something. But that side scroller took what was it, the Virtual Boy, where you was able to jump in the background and the foreground, and that aspect now without the 3D glasses looked very good on screen. So it had a very 32-bit aspect to it, but brought that now contemporary flavor. And then we had a boxing game that looked like Punch Out that was insane. Like there's footage of us playing it. It is absolutely dope. And the level of animation that we have now, and these developers saying, you know what, I grew up loving Punch Out. Let me make a Punch Out type game. And the bar is set here for Punch Out. So if you can't even exceed that bar, don't even try. And I think these guys came super close, if not surpassing it. And, you know, those videos is up as well. So, you know, last year we found a lot of hidden gems. And like, what is it? Pizza Bro, something like that.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
That was done on Unreal Engine 5. He had it on Unreal Engine 4, and we had the actual developer and owner that was there that did the interview. Sovereign captured all of that, and
Pizza Bandit.
Is that
Pizza Bandit.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think I put it down this year. I think I put it down because because it's
I got
about
that in
to
your
release.
own column, King and Saul shotgun style.
Yeah.
And y'all do.
Yeah, so what my style is when we get to the floor is, and you're gonna see it, it's very methodical. I go in, Sovereign is the interviewer. He's gonna conduct the interview. I'm gonna record. It's gonna be no longer than 6 minutes. I give a beginning.
Wait
I
till
give a
you do
wrap
this.
up
Better wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
because I want to get. If you got 10 games in your booth, I'm not coming for your best game because I think you don't know what your best game is. I will let the gamers decide that. But what I want is I want everything that you have. I want Lords of Gaming to have every game on the PAX floor. I do not want, let's say IGN, you know, for lack of a better term, gets sent a press kit for who the company feels is 2 best games. So they'll cover those 2 best games. But they had 10 games in the kitty. And I want to get the 8 games that they didn't get. I want to say how we missed that one because you wasn't there. How did we let Lords of Gaming scoop us on this because you wasn't there? Lords of Gaming was there, 100% boots on the ground. And when they see you, man, I swear to God, you're going to look good this year, man. Be ready. Y'all going to look good this year. So when they take your picture and y'all going to change your pictures this year too. Watch. I guarantee you, it's going to look good. I'm so amped. I know which shirt I'm super amped for, and I'm super amped for you guys. But I know when y'all hit that floor, my style is shotgun style to get everything that I possibly can. I try to get at least 10 to 15 interviews per day. And I schedule it that way. It's a Jordan mentality. Jordan said I can score 40 to 50 points a night. I just got to do it by quarters. So you don't look at the whole big daunting task. You say, I'm going to take care of this lane first, and then I'm going to move on to the next. And also, if you into handhelds, controllers, or whatever, and you see that, get the interview for that. A lot of people aren't getting the interviews for the keyboard manufacturers, these stuff, the mouse manufacturers, the controller manufacturers, the case manufacturers for your PC. You have a huge demographic out there that want to know about the cooling and stuff like that on their PCs. Go for that stuff. Don't be afraid to walk over to somebody, especially if they're not doing nothing. They're gonna give you everything because you're the conduit for them to speak. So don't be afraid. Just be right there. And if you need me to hold your hand, I'll be there. I got you.
And the thing that you're saying, it kind of just resonates in the back of my mind so much about how we like to give everyone the largest opportunity to talk. We don't care if you are, the smallest developer or the largest developer. We want your voice to be heard, and we try to hit as many people as we possibly can. And I think that the more people that we bring to the shows, the more we can actually give that coverage. That's why I am so excited for this year, because of how many people we have coming. So, Fumo, what about you? What game were you looking forward to talking about and seeing?
So I'm not coming to PAX and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I haven't really thought about like the PAX lineup, but there is one specific game I would really like to cover, and I do feel like I'm the best person to cover this game. It is the Tales of Kenzera 1, the Sao game.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Tell them why you qualified.
Okay, because I am the only South African here. South African. I love how when I saw this game, I saw the architecture in the first locale, and I saw like the geography, the patterns. I'm like, oh, that doesn't develop patterns and stuff. I saw some of like the verbiage, the style, like the look, and I'm like, this is me, And that's the first time I ever like felt seen and heard by a video game like that. So I feel like, I know I'm new here, but if you want someone to review the game or like cover it post-launch or whatever, I really do feel like I could do this justice.
No doubt. Great pick. Yeah. Zal looks fantastic. And like I said, hopefully we'll work something with LOGNET to try to secure a potential interview. He seems very receptive. I've put in got the gentleman's name off top, but I put in a request because he said, hey, content creators, people who are interested in media websites, which is us.
Yeah.
And we will definitely try to get that. And if we do, me and you could work together for more as far as like even maybe conducting an interview, putting it up here on the LOGNET YouTube channel would be awesome as well, in conjunction with an article or, whatever you feel comfortable with, obviously. But yeah, I definitely, I think that would be a good look, you know what I'm saying? Especially, obviously from where you're from, and, that would be super dope. So yeah, keep your eyes on. I'm going to work on that. I've actually already started. The ball has already been rolling on that. Yeah. I'll let you know once we get closer.
And once we kind of get that, I feel like once we kind of secure that interview to be able to, somehow we'll try to figure out a way to allow you to, bring your personal influences into that interview so that like we can ask those questions that, you would be more attuned to than even us. So we will definitely make sure that we kind of, get that for you.
Thank you very much for that. And the other thing I wanted to say is I know like you guys are excited for PAX and stuff, right? And there are like some events here, at least two I can think of, like Comic-Con and like some other like spaces where there are like local South African developers and whatnot. So I was wondering, could I talk to maybe like Lord King and he could help me out, give me some pointers for interviews and stuff like like a month from now or something? I don't know.
Yeah, hit me up. I'm always available.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Doing the Discord and probably hit King up on Twitter DMs. Probably
don't
Twitter. He don't check the Discord, log that Discord as much.
I don't check,
you don't check Discord in general
at all. Yeah, only when I'm on my show. That's about it. I'm forced. Say forced.
What's the difference?
And Cog, what about you? What do you like? Is you and me? We had our long conversation last night, kind of going through things. And I know that you had a bunch of games that you were kind of like, excited to see and talk about. So what games are you kind of thinking of seeing and want to see?
Well, first of all, good to see everybody here, especially everybody in the chat. If you're in the chat and everything, I see y'all in there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's log that YouTube channel. We're debuting this on. We're gonna build this thing up. So it was really cool to see a lot of ILP regulars in the chat right now, which is pretty dope. But yeah, it's that time of year. For us, PD, this, we're doing our 1-2. That's what we do. We have a great synergy. You're fantastic behind the camera and also interjecting with other questions that sometimes when I interview on the fly, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to ask that. Yeah, what do you feel about that? What engine you're running? What's going on? Or any other little gameplay mechanics. So it's always good to have a team. Once we get out there, for Ham and Flame, we try to split up into two teams. King and Solve, they are work well together. Sometimes they'll have a third as well as us. We'll have a third and stuff like that. And we're really going to try to promote getting you guys in front of the camera and getting comfortable with that. Maybe, whenever you're ready to do an interview, that's fine. If you're not, you want to sit, you want to watch, you want to observe, that's cool. Shout out to Chris Unit. He kind of did that his first year. He's like, let me focus on the gameplay, because sometimes a lot of times when we get out there, we get in front of these developers, sometimes they'll have the developer there, and then other times, King, they won't. So if it can get upset if we're not accommodated the way we had requested. So, but it's all good. LOGNET is prepared, right? So we have, maybe a Flame or whoever, and say, Ham Solo says, you know what, I could actually play the game, and then talk about the gameplay real time, create our own interview in that sense. Or sometimes the developer, he just wants to talk about it while you're experiencing it, right? And say, okay, at this point, do that. So that's really cool too. So all of this is great stuff. For me right now, to answer your initial question, there's a bunch of games, right? The ones that I like the most, really, I can't say because they're unannounced games. So in respect to the developers, they want to use that platform at PAX East to debut it. One is kind of like this Lovecraftian, I will just describe the game type, like survival 2D survival Lovecraftian horror game. Really looks cool. And there was another one that's kind of inspired by the movie The Thing that look crazy, and you dive deeper. It's a team of 3 or 4, betrayal, all type of crazy. You know which one I'm talking about, PD.
Yeah.
That one looked interesting. So I'm like, okay.
I got goosebumps. I just got goosebumps thinking about it.
That one looked crazy. I want to shout out to Nam. He's in the chat, in that LOGNET chat. He said the NDA life. Yeah, it's the NDA life.
Yes.
LOGNET, you got to respect things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So those are. I want to shout out a booth that I want to give, even though we haven't gone in yet. We got to see the quality games. PM Studios, keep your eye all on them. This publisher, they seem to have their eye on a lot of the games I was checking was part of their booth. I was like, okay, I said we had to hit that PM Studios booth. But one game in particular that I can't talk about that was coming soon is this game called Evolutus Duality, and it very cel shaded 2D art style, but like driven by like 80s anime. And this woman, she's like on her way to becoming a professional fighter. And then it was like a fighting. It looked crazy. So I was like, all right, this has a lot of potential. I'm highly interested. And then the other question, even though you didn't ask this, I always remember PAX for certain moments. And I think like we've all had moments at PAX, every year. One of my favorite moments probably of all time, too, is it's basically one game but combined into 2 moments. So the first one, Pete, if you remember, is the debut of what's our guys from? They were took over from Sega, Streets of Rage 4.
Oh yeah.
And I forget the studio off top right now. Something Guard Crush, and it was like a 3 studio team effort that got Sega's permission to do it. We get the behind the scenes interview on the show floor, and shout out to Cyril, that team. That was amazing to hear the passion for Sega and the fact that they were commissioned to allow to make a sequel, a canon sequel that's not really made by Sega, but Sega signed off on, right? So we see that, we see the single player. Me and Petey are blown away.
I'm gonna say this. I have to say this about this. That game, and when I saw that game, I was so brought back to my youth, and I loved it. And I was like, this is going to be a resurgence for a lot of those games.
Yes.
We got Ninja Turtles, Toxic Crusader.
Yeah.
There's another one, I'm blanking on the name. There's another one that's coming out. So they're bringing a lot of those back.
Yeah.
And I think that seeing that game, how well it did and how well it was perceived is why a lot of those amazing original games that we had for a lot of nostalgia for is coming back. But I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, shout out to Dotemo. That's what I remember.
Yes.
Dotemo. And again, we're sitting there, and that was the first. And normally I'm professional, and I'm like, damn, I want to play the game right now. I just want like we had that behind us. We couldn't. We could show it, but we couldn't really get too deep because at that time. Then the following year, we like, all right, they're back, and they debut a brand new mode. And King remembers this: 4-player local co-op. So it's footage of us. 4 of us playing Streets of Rage. I think Magic G was there. We're talking that talk. It's absolutely hilarious. And it was like the essence of what we used to do at ILP, which is, us being in front of the controllers, playing games all Saturday, all day. You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of that pirate game?
Oh,
and you had to get in the rowboat
and go to the other side. Oh, man.
And that was like 6v6, if I remember.
It was like 6v6. That
We
developed
was on it. We got so beastie. The devs had to team up on me.
Yes.
They had to put 2 devs on the other side. Nah, that fighting game when I was beating the devs up and the other
Edge of the Blade.
Edge of the Blade.
Something of the Blade.
And the dev did not like it. Like he didn't like me beating up his team. He was like, yo, hold on. Let me get this controller, man. I gotta handle this dude. Yo, it's that fun. That level of passion. Because the Streets of Rage guys, they were on it. Like you could feel the passion coming from them. Pause. And then the same thing with the rowboat joint. I love like Kung Fu Soccer. It's these things that we will find. These
Plunder Panic was the name.
Yes, Plunder Panic.
Panic. I'll put the link in the chat for these games that we're talking about so that people understand. Yeah, that was great.
It's these games. See, this is the reason why I like Game Pass. And I swear, it's because of course, this X all day. It's a player.
Of course.
I always ask this question: is it launching in Game Pass though? That
is one of his top questions.
Like if you rocking this is beautiful, but are you launching in Game Pass though? Like, cause you know what that bag smell like. Like, if you want eyes on it, what's up? And the majority of the dudes could be like, yeah, I could tell you, yes. We're working on it. We're in development right now. We're doing that. And then some dudes is like, would you play it more if it was in Game Pass? Of course, that's what I'm asking. All right, so it's like, don't be afraid to let your fandom shine. Like, shine that fandom.
Don't be afraid to be biased to the developer what platform you. I go front King. In your defense, that was when there was one when around Switch came out.
Yeah,
man. This sure will look good on this. I did jump out of pocket a few interviews when you see something that you feel is a perfect fit, and even though like you may be playing the PC build and they're early in development, sometimes you do ask, man, what platform is this good?
Yeah, it look good on Switch. Now, one joint, I gotta go bend the knee to him when I see him. Undisputed. You don't remember? He was like, "Yeah, we got Bud," and I was like, "So what?"
Yes.
So, shout out to you. We gonna get to that. He's like, I was like, where Earl at? Where Earl at though? If y'all could go back and look at that, that was the most heartbroken I felt like when I did that live fight. So and I gotta go back to the developer and we're gonna have a conversation because he get a chance to see these guys, scan them in, and get their movements. A lot of these guys are fans of the stuff that they're creating. That's why you can see some of the passion just really come through, and you can ask them what their influence is and what got you to this point and what are the things that you're looking for next and happening. But when these guys get a chance to tell me that they sat with Canelo and they took a full body scan of this dude. That's crazy.
You know that Streets of Rage? I'm just looking at it. I'm putting all this stuff in the chat, y'all. So everybody that logged that YouTube chat, I'll put these. Do you know that Streets of Rage 4 has a 4-player co-op with LOGNET has 11,000 views on the chat? That's insane. I didn't know it did that well. That's crazy. Continue.
Because it was funny. You know, we're sitting there, we're yelling, we're having a good time. And this is what video games is about. LOGNET is the pure embodiment of video games. If you're not with your boots on the ground and you're home and you're getting the feed from the team that's on the ground, it's teamwork and family. You got to have complete trust that that individual is going to get that footage for you because you're sitting there ready to write this article and they sending it back to you, and you writing that article, and they got to understand that you at home getting that article ready and getting it up is tandem, is a relay race. You know, as a team, you're taking care of your end, and you got to believe that the other person's going to handle the next leg off, and you hand that baton off, and they're going to run with it, and they're going to get it up to the site. So what I'm telling you guys and anybody that's watching, they're handing the baton to you. It's your turn to follow through with your part. You got to like, you got to subscribe, you got to share it out, you got to show support. So they're feet on the ground. That's one part. Then they sending it up to the writers that's there. Some of them is writers that's on the ground, and they taking an interview style this time, and they get the baton, and they writing it up, and they doing their best work. Now it's your turn to hand that off to the public. So we're going to do this as a team. That's what this is about. If you're seeing anything here and you're saying, man, yeah, you know, they doing ILP tomorrow. King is dropping the video today. King dropped the video and it was last night. This is important. This is my turn to hold the baton and run with it. So this is important because they're important to me. So I hope if they're important to me and I'm important to you, that you can hand off that baton and make sure that everybody else get a chance to see them. Because trust me, these guys put up some dope work, man. Really dope work.
Yeah, salute, man.
Yo, I got a quick question though.
Yeah, let's go.
So I was just, sliding through the PAX website, you know what I'm saying? I was just looking around, seeing what's all going to be there and whatnot. And I ran across this squad that's going to be there called Massive Damage. Have you guys heard of them? So apparently they previously worked on like Star Renegade. I think it's pronounced Halcyon 6. But they got this new joint called Farah coming out. I didn't see it. I didn't see it in Trello.
I mean, but you know how there's a lot of unreleased stuff or things that they keep behind the scenes. So if we pull up on Farah,
I'm just saying this game right here, like you can go to their website and see it for yourself.
Oh, wait, Farah, the Sunday Tribes. Oh, that's on the Trello, brother. I had my eye on that. The one with the beast and they riding around and they doing it.
The Summon Tribes.
Yeah. That's on there. That's on there.
Is it on it, man?
There, bro.
Oh, yeah. I gotta see that joint because I got into a little. I mean, you were on a show one time, Cog, and I remember I was doing my keyboard warrior thing. And you were talking about Destiny, and y'all gave a little disrespect to Ark. And I wasn't having it.
Shout out to Lord Dizzy.
And then Cog was like, yo, how many players they got up in Ark? And then he checked it and he was like, oh.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, but we talking about it right now.
Look, man, we down right now, man. We going through a situation right now. This is not the time.
Yeah.
Don't make me say
scraping and scrounging out here, Daddy.
Don't make me see these.
Don't you do this to us now at our lowest point. Flame already tried to kick us when we down.
I think we got to come out with a scraping and scrounging shirt, bro.
I already got it's too late. You didn't give me the key to the door. I already got the boots on. You know what I'm saying? And King told me to put the boots on the ground, right? I got the steel toes
talk in now, right?
You got a minute, go. Time in your...
But yo, that game looks like Ark and like some sort of like Monster Hunter type of game. And it just looks.
I already got you.
Yeah, I mean, you jumping off of cliffs. You jumping off of cliffs with gliders, and I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I just added you to it. I added you on the Trello board. I just added you so you see it.
Yeah.
To the invite. Yeah, it's on. It's independent invites. Yeah, that was one, and it looks like on Flame. Clicked that he has.
Flame wants
that
one.
one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that thing looks very interesting.
Farah the Sunday Tribe
trailer, and I was on board.
Yeah, Monster Hunter survival action RPG, and it will be showcased.
Man, when that dude fell on the ground, and then you seen that like Wonder Woman rope come out of nowhere. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good call. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah, there's gonna be stuff like that. That's the beauty of this, right? There's gonna be stuff like that, like King said it best. You'll go to a booth and you already had your mind set on maybe one or two games or something on an interview that you had set up in mind. And then you go there and it's like, yo, what's that? though? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What's that?
Mhm.
And it's great. And a lot of times with the devs, they really appreciate it because they like the bevy of all of the publishers' games to kind of be to get some coverage and get some light. And we found a lot of gems that way where we're like, yo, this has a lot of
The
potential.
way you describe it is like a kid in the arcade for the first time.
Yes.
It is.
So I will be honest. The first year I went to PAX, I did not go with LogNet, and I felt super overwhelmed. It was the same way that I went the first time I went to New York City Comic Con. You first you have this like shock of how big it is, how loud it is,
Pause.
all these games.
Oh.
all this,
Oh.
and it
I
starts a week
just gotta
early.
save him. I gotta save him before.
Loud saved them both. Yeah,
Professional environment. Professional environment.
HR. So it took me a culture shock almost the first year, and I was thankful that I did it not with LogNet, because the second year I went, I was ready to go and I kind of understood what I needed to do and see, and it was kind of one of those things that I had to kind of realize. I realize now that it's a little bit better for myself, so I can go from there. But yeah, that's the other thing I will say about us when we go to every year to PAX. If you hear a loud screaming, laughing, it is usually us sitting at at the epicenter of it, because we get rowdy. If there's any multiplayer game, we get rowdy. When we did Street Fighter last year,
them too.
there was nobody around us. Nobody.
God.
Within the first 10 seconds, it was just a surrounding of people.
Yes.
It's Dragon Ball Z with Valari.
Oh, with Valari.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Valari. They brought some ringers through.
Yeah.
That dude.
I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, we're gonna get the rematch this year.
We're gonna get the rematch this year. I'm ready. Yeah, Valari, if y'all there, you bring him.
Yo, we gotta hit up Nadeem and them to see if they're there.
If they're there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was.
Shout out to Valari. Go to the Valari Pillows. Make sure that you get the Iron Lords podcast Valari Pillow. It's still up there. Just put in code Iron Lord, and is Iron Lords or Iron Lord? Well, try both. If it don't work the first time,
I believe it's
time.
Lords 15. Lords
15. Yeah, you get 15% off of your pillow. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a Valari pillow, go out and get it. It is a game changer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cog, did you have anything else that you wanted to add for your less bars?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. You know, there's a ton of stuff this year, and what's going on, Senpai Kaiju? What's up? Good to see you in the chat. Make sure, hit that like, hit that subscribe, building up the new channel. Yeah, man, look, I'm excited. This is the final thing I'll say is that one of the beauties of PAX is, you'll have the occasional AAA big blockbuster, everyone kind of knows about it kind of game, and we get that. But to me, a lot of the creativity, in my opinion, comes a lot from the AA and the indie scene. Mm-hmm. And what happens is they catch fire with something that really resonates. And what happens then over time, the AAAs will kind of copy that style and build it out. And there's another game I want to shout, even though Addict's not here, there's another game I want to shout that he's really excited. He knows I'm the Midnight Suns guy, but he's like, Cog, I'm a turn-based. I like XCOM. I wanted Midnight Suns to be more like that, as opposed to, a little bit of the card influence. And there's this game called Capes that he found last PAX. Looks like they're coming back. They're a little further in development, and it's kind of like, remember King? What was that series? It was kind of called. I think it was called Heroes. With dudes, they were like no-name guys, but they had superpowers.
Yeah, heroes.
Yeah, it's kind of that Heroes energy in turn-based, and the powers look really cool, and it's very creative. And I know he's super excited about that game, kind of thing. Again, shout out to C-Unit, who's not on it thing. He's super excited about the RTS scene and stuff like that. I think he's got one. And also our developer from Lost Eidolons, which actually we found.
I like them.
I found them in the cut. I was like, this looks like a lot of potential, turn-based, very lordly, very, you know what I'm saying? Good story, decent story. They end up getting, we saw it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. They end up getting a Game Pass bag at one point, I think, and or at least a game preview. They was able to get that. Now they're coming back. They look like they got extra content, a roguelite side story kind of thing. And they also had this game that we saw at PAX West King called Black Protocol, I believe.
Blackout Protocol.
Blackout Pro, and that thing,
Yeah, that
Gene
looked crazy.
pulled me to the side and was like, "Yo, Blackout Protocol, did y'all get
Check
that?"
this.
And I was like, "Oh, Gene, Magic Gene said it's lit. Okay,
We're going.
We gonna go." You know what I'm saying? And it was one of that, and so they're back. So again, these games are further development. And that's the last thing I said. So I said you see the creativity from indies, AA, and then you also, like I said, you'll see people now. They're back. They debuted it last year. Think of it like almost like a music festival. You're hearing an album release for the first time, right? And a lot of times, like, yo, all right, we polished it up. This is where we at now. This is what what you think, and that's the beauty of it. And of course, hanging with the Lords, man, hanging with the Lords, hanging with the Scribes at LordsGaming.net. Always fun. We work hard. There's for sure. We have business on that floor, but at the same time, we have a lot of fun. And then there's always little after events sometimes that we get involved ourselves with for those who.
Microsoft does a lot of pop-ups. So if you don't see nothing on the calendar right now, damn, I'm gonna miss Larry Herb. This was the last time we got a chance. That was the last time we got a chance to
build with him. Yeah.
So Bronx gonna miss you, Larry.
Yeah. Shout out to the Ferragamos, the boy Slick with the shoe game. So,
crazy.
Sure. So that's pretty much it, man. Again, if y'all listening, and again, make sure you go to lordsgaming.net, hit the contact us. If any of this sounds interesting, you want to cover video games, you want to get in, try to learn how to get into games media, go to lordsgaming.net. Hit the contact us, and then there's a radio button that says interested in writing for us. Also want to shout out the editorial team who couldn't make it. Shout out to my brother Mahmoud right now. He's going through Ramadan right now. So obviously that's the man. You know what I'm saying? The keys are firmly trusted with one of the best, editors in chief. And of course, hopefully we get our man Nick will be up in there, up in the spot. A lot of people get to meet for the first time, Flame, Ham, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be dope, man. I'm looking forward to it. And just you're gonna see how I work, and just for the most part, any questions, I'm always available to ask. And the cool thing is we always get to powwow in the media room at PAX. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be home.
Yeah, that's home base. So, let's say we all get split up, everyone knows, hey, we're gonna go back to the media room, and that's from there. That's the exchanging of ideas, the uploading of footage. It's cool. So yeah, I'm excited. This is what we do. Our 1-2, we just don't talk about it. King said it best. We actually cover these games, and we're in the industry, and I'm very proud of it. So that's what I got. And shout out to you, Petey, for running this thing. A little powwow beforehand as we get hype. 1 week away. So,
1 week.
Salute to the team, like Robert Kelly and everyone who's not actually physically going to be there, will also show interest. That's going to be covering it. That's super important to us. And you guys get to have the eyes. Full Moon, good to see you in there again from South Africa. That's dope. You know what I mean? And just to see you guys' interest, support, it means the world to us. We have a lot of talent here, and you could have been anywhere else, but you're rocking with us. So that's much love.
Yeah, I could not say anything more than you. You are such a way with words when it comes to being able to communicate. There's I can't really say much more than I love the team. I love everything that we do every single time we have our monthly meetings, and we kind of go over everything with everybody. I'm just kind of in awe of how hard everyone works, how hard everybody does things. And I can't say anything. I can't say anything else other than that. And
hold on. We got an OG in the chat.
Oh,
OG TK Cole. Oh, he pulling up. He's gonna see his episode. Oh, the whole long.
He's going. TK Cole is going.
Yo, shout out to TK Cole. He's a real one, man. He's a real one, man. And this time, brother, we gotta get the pick of something, bro. Like we keep missing each other. We're at every event. We keep missing each other.
Well, I'm gonna add him.
TK, come on,
find out where he at. So, TK, I got. I'm like, I don't know if you was here earlier, but I'm trying to interview every content creator, every influencer, every writer, just to give a different aspect of what's going on in the industry. Boots on the ground people, people out here that's going to get news instead of waiting for news to happen, trying to farm news, trying to, make news happen, to be part of it. Yeah. We're going to be part of the industry, not sitting back and, be a passenger.
So we're not talking on Twitter all day, beef, we actually cover these games?
They try to figure out why I don't play games, because I'm working, baby. I'm
working. Oh, you on your CEO?
I'm working, baby. I'm about to make some more videos, baby. I'm working, baby.
So at this time of your life, you ain't got a time to be sitting 24/7 for the game, but you out here making it happen.
Hey, I'm just saying, people working. Like I don't know what y'all doing. But
Hey, I miss that time of my life when I could sit home all day, 24/7.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
jobs and stuff like that. But what we got to do is we got to go out there and give that information so y'all can go and talk about it and tweet about it. But we gonna get that information. So shout out to us. That's helping y'all out. So y'all gotta respect us, man. But
you ain't talking. We living it.
Yeah,
Thug life, we still living it.
Yeah, we have thug life, we still
Game life,
living it.
we still living it.
We outside, we still outside. Like we outside.
They behind the couch, they talking. We outside. Okay,
I'm just saying, and those of us that ain't there still working, they still doing it. Like we got a whole website. You can't talk to us unless you got a website.
We kind of like made men then. Okay,
I got you. How you gonna talk to me with a car with no tires? Like you gotta have a website, man. You just sitting in the parking lot having a lot of conversation, baby. Like we don't hear you, baby. We can't hear you, baby.
Get your weight. Get your weight up. Get your weight up.
You're scraping and scrounging, daddy. You're scraping.
All right, we gotta cut him off. He's doing too much. I instigated him. Time. Let's get back focused. Let's get back focused.
He should have not got started, man.
Let's get back focused. My bad. I instigated. I deserve that. I deserve that. My bad.
Yeah, I gotta the sacred 300.
I gotta go charge my VR. I don't know if my gamer score is gonna transfer.
Oh yeah, because there ain't no gamer score on that either. Was there a gamer score on your Neo Geo too? And your Super Graphics?
I don't think
Super Famicom?
I don't think they got it.
A lot of these people wasn't born during that time, right? Okay,
what they did was they sent it by carrier pigeon.
They sent you a Raven. They sent you a gamer score by a Raven.
Yeah, I gotta wait for it to update. My master system information didn't pop up yet.
You stupid.
What about the Dreamcast? That was online.
Dreamcast was online with no CE. Yeah, I need a game score for that.
And that's still in my AOL account. I gotta. That was on dial-up. I gotta get that over here.
But on that note,
on that note,
I'm excited for PAX.
Excited for PAX.
Yes.
We gotta stop him. He out of fight.
I'm dying here.
All right, I will be quick. I promise. No,
that's what you said yesterday. Pause.
How was he quick with you for what? What was the situation that involved him needing to be quick with you?
Not with me. Woo! I heard a rumor.
A rumor, you say?
Hey, yo.
Let's go.
Let's stop him now. We gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap him up.
Anyway. There's just so many different games that I'm kind of excited to see this year.
Yeah, what's yours? Last one?
Mine is I'm excited to see Slime Heroes. I think that one is going to.
I actually saw that too.
Sorry, beat you to it.
No, we will be doing drive-bys.
Yeah, Saab definitely is.
Yeah. So that one.
I don't know, Flame. I'll add you to that one too.
I already did. Don't worry about it.
The other thing was
hit that Trillo.
I saw Wildwoods last year, but we didn't have time to speak to them. I thought that was really, really cool. Was it Donkey's going to be there back with his game?
Oh yeah, Donkey. Yeah.
So I'm excited.
We're supposed to have him on.
So we'll swing by and see if we can get a little post conversation with him. There's so many little games that I'm kind of I want to just see. Gene sent us an email this morning. I don't know if you saw it or not, Kyle.
Oh no, I have not.
But there is a game. I think it's called Killer Clowns, Psycho Clowns.
Yes, some clowns game.
I got to cover that game.
He said he wants to have us. He's like, we got to go see this. He's like, all of us. He's like, this is a non-discussion type thing.
Oh, like one of them co-op joints, right?
Yeah.
We got to do it. Lord do best.
And it was like from the same developers that did the Predator. The Predator Arena or whatever it was called. I'm blanking on that name.
Wasn't it Killer Clowns in Outer Space? Because
yes, they're bringing back the franchise, so they're really like pushing hard with it because in the statue community they have a couple of statues that's coming up. So I don't know if they're going to do a remake of the movie, and they're trying to tie everything in together with it. But I heard that the game's supposed to go hard, and these statues look phenomenal.
Yeah. So those are the things I'm kind of just excited, like those things, and just to see everybody, all the developers we get to make relationships every year with. I can't wait to see them again. I can't wait to see, the crew. I can't wait because, even though, Cog King, Solve, and I, we all live actually very close to each other.
Mhm.
Very rare that we actually get to see each other. So,
Yeah, I don't talk to PD like that.
No, we text once in a while, but
Yeah, that's it.
but that's about it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, other than that, I'm just happy to see everybody and hang out. So,
Yeah.
not much, and thank you everybody
Mhm.
for stopping in.
Oh, for sure.
Saying what's up, stopping in that
Mhm.
stream. Make sure you hit that follow. Make sure you telling
Yes.
everybody about us.
Yes.
If they end up seeing us, tell everyone. If you see us at PAX,
Yes.
do not hesitate to come over, say what's up, get a photo.
Mhm.
We'll post that stuff up on on social
Yeah.
media unless you don't want to.
Oh, we're gonna do that thing that you said?
No, I don't think we are. I'm gonna
Oh no!
OJTK Crow said Killer Clowns from Outer Space the game. He said he's gonna post a picture. He said they sent him a statue. And he said they're gonna post a TK Cole talked about it. He said they sent him a statue. So we covering this game.
Wait, Cole.
Yeah,
Cole.
Yeah.
You got the PCS statue? Please say yes in the chat.
All right, let us know. Cole.
Hold on, Cole. I gotta see you talking my language here, Cole.
Yeah.
We gotta
the details of the clowns look good. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
We got Cole. Hit me on Twitter.
He said yes. He said yes.
Say yes.
Coles!
Yeah.
Coles, how you got to connect with PCS, Coles?
Coles, you better pull up now. It's on now.
That's you the homie, Coles. You the homie, man. You
Statue talk.
Oh, Coles, we gotta have you on the show, Coles. Oh man, okay, you gonna be on my statue show, DCX at night, open mic. Hey man,
yes.
Oh, you and Rare Fire Air right there. Oh my God, me and you gotta have a conversation.
Also,
bro.
before we close, I do want to shout out Flame on this. I'm like super excited for him because not only is it first PAX physically going, it's a couple of other events he tried to go to. It just didn't work out logistically, but this one it works out. The one he goes to, his favorite game, Warframe, is gonna be there. We're gonna be at the dev stream together. That's gonna be dope. And he's got other things that we can't talk about planned, you know what I'm saying? And his coverage of this game has been absolutely exceptional. Always telling me what's going on. And maybe he wins me over this year. I know he's been trying, like, oh, you gotta play it, you gotta give it a shot. But because he knows I'm a Destiny guy. But at the end of the day, I have to respect Warframe's longevity, consistency, the things that they talk about. That he's like, yo, Cog, we been at hoverboards. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting excited. He's like, we've been doing it.
Came from hoverboards, but okay.
They have hoverboards like the first year or something.
No, but it's gonna be cool to really see them live. And again, what I like, PD, is I forgot what game we covered. What's a Digital Extreme for a publisher a year ago?
Wayfinder.
Yes, Wayfinder.
Yeah, and to go into that because of the quality of Flame's work. They talk to us like, oh, yes, we know him. Oh, he is fantastic. Come right here. Remember how they cheated us when I said we were lords of gamer.net?
Yeah.
And they were, that's him. Joseph Repko.
Oh, Joseph. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please, Lord Flame, please. Yeah. I was like, okay. So it just shows you the quality of work and his passion for what they do. So to see his game there is going to be a very special moment. I like kind of bringing those moments together. Obviously, Ham, there's a couple of games you got your eye on, and I want to be there side by side with you when we doing the coverage and just to see. I love that because when people have a true passion for a franchise or a title that they see, it comes out, and we get some of our best content, and you get the best experiences. So that's the thing I want to shout out. So salute to everybody there and everybody catching games that catch their attention. So salute.
Yes, and it's gonna be a great year. We're gonna have a lot of stuff, like we said, going to be up on this page. We're gonna be placing a lot of that information. We want as many people to see it as possible. We would love to, because we are passionate about what we're doing. We want to be able to convey that to all of you. And we're gonna probably have a couple of little videos of us with the guys from oh my God, I'm blanking on their names. Dom and all those guys.
Oh yeah, WGG. I know talking about.
Wicked Good Games.
Wicked Good Games. Boston in the building.
Our Boston family.
Yeah, those are our. I should say your Boston counterparts. I've been really close with all them.
616 Universe. They're multiverse. ILP multiverse.
Yes. Yes. Them, and there's going to be so many other people. So make sure you check us out on all the social medias and everything like that. So thank you again, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for stopping in for our little PAX powwow. And hopefully we'll give everybody a nice little wrap up when everything's done, either when we're there or when we come back. So hopefully when we're there. So Anyway,
Yep.
thanks again, everyone.
Yo, Petey,
Yes.
before we go,
Yes.
make sure you bring all those energy bars, baby.
So I honestly am not buying them this year.
Okay, then you don't show up. Hell no. Let me tell you something. Don't be experimenting on me. All right, I don't want any experimental bars. Hey, listen, Petey. I bring shirts, you bring bars. That has always been the deal, and we're not gonna mess it up. If you got pilots flying all across America, flying to come get your bars, pause. I want the bars. Pause.
Petey, I should have you pick up the bars because they're like 5 blocks away from your house.
I picked up the shirts. without me, you have nipples.
Man, this is crazy.
So make sure you got the bars because I was looking for bars this year, man. Like, all right, okay, man. All right, now
I will
real quick.
see what I can do.
Thank
Shout
you.
out
Do
Anthony
the
Boyd
best.
in the chat. Shout out to Senpai. Shout out to Don. Make sure Anthony, everybody who is not subscribe to the LOGNET YouTube channel. TK Cole made a very poignant statement. He said, "I just wish Dizzy was here to see this. Salute. Whatever the Lord's doing, he would be super, super proud of us right now. I guess this is kind of the vision. So salute on that."
So yes,
All right, that's it.
Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, see you all soon. We'll talk to you all after. All right.
I'll let y'all know if Petey don't got them bars.
Peace. The real Mark Smooth.
If Petey don't got them bars, I'm gonna let y'all know.
Let's not get experimental
God.
impacts too, please.
And on that note.